This is a book review of Star Brand Volume 2. This is the new universe. It's the spine, and there's obviously the back. And what does it have in? Star Brand issue 11 to 19. That's it. That's just how many issues they were. 19 issues. Also, The Pit, Untold Tales of the New Universe, Star Brand. This is written by John Byrne, Howard Mackey, Mark Grunwald, Jeff Parker, and illustrated by Byrne, Kieran Dyer, Sal Buscema and Javier Pulido. The book came out in 2016 and there's 320 pages in this. It's in colour throughout. There is a little bit of bonus material at the back, well, about 10 or 12 pages, pretty reasonable selection. And well, just going to run through this book. Well, straight away you can see in this that Star Brand has changed, because you can see the original Star Brand, he obviously was not, there's a nice red costume there. However, now he's got a slightly different design. Now, this is, of course, John Byrne has taken over in this book, and this is, well, the first volume, I thoroughly enjoyed the first one. I thoroughly enjoyed this one as well. But they're virtually completely different books. First one, volume 1, fairly dull, sort of average, sort of, but still, I enjoyed the stories. They were very good and a nice flow story. This was all over the place. One of these things where you sort of think, you know what, I probably have to read this 2 or 3 times to try and work out exactly what happened in this story. So, and maybe other people turn around and say, oh, it's pretty obvious, pretty easy to understand. However, I just thought it was very all over the place. You've got a number of different characters that turned up, some that with, I mean, obviously you can see from straight away from the back, you've got this character, you've got the old man character, and obviously you've got, at some point, you actually just got, you've got the head. You've got this glowing character here. You've got other characters that are glowing characters, and lots of, and it's quite interesting. It says here, I'm just going to read the back briefly. Sort of, the mysterious old man returns. Luckily, he doesn't turn up so often, which is one of the things. True nature of the white event is revealed. Ken's son is born. Tries to rid himself of the Star Brand. It's, and I'm not going to say what happens because it's quite a dramatic change. Very dramatic change in the storyline. Now, you've got quite a few dramatic changes in the storyline anyway. And you've got, obviously at the start of this book, you've obviously some brilliant John Byrne artwork. Love John Byrne. Though, it's always sometimes hit and miss for me. Depends really on the inker, I think. Sometimes you get really, the ink quality is superb, like Terry Austin or something. And then sometimes I look at it and think, oh, I just don't like this inking. But it's still really, really nice book. And you've still got some of the characters. They don't last, not these characters don't turn up so often in this book. So, of course, got quite a few recaps as well. There was quite an enjoyment to do a page or 2 recaps every once in a while, which I thought was slightly annoying. Slows down the story a lot when you keep doing recap. Yeah, I know. Maybe the reason is, of course, in a monthly, then obviously people might have just started up getting the book, and then obviously you're going to have a bit of a recap for new. However, of course, if you're reading a book like this, when you've got these recaps all the time, they do get slightly annoying. You start thinking, well, yeah, okay, I do remember that. I haven't forgotten yet that this alienist, or whatever, the old man character, and so on and so on. So there is a bit of the storyline with the space cop story as well, which is sort of a bit like Green Lantern. However, that sort of disappears. That's gone. John Byrne came in and just massive sweep of the carpet and changed it radically all over the place. I'll say, great little. Still got Ken in this story, and you've got him obviously going. Now I've got this bit here where this daft. Got this moonland. He goes here and he wants to make a dramatic statement. Well, I think personally that's not really one of the best ones to make. That is so annoying. A historical thing. Oh, let's just take that off. I'm going to remove that, put it back to earth again. Great. Now, you've got, obviously, you got Regan there. It looks like Clint Eastwood actually is drawn. That's why I thought when I looked at that, I'm certain that was. But you've got, obviously, Regan looks at this and it's him, the superhero, and obviously there. And also you've got, of course, John Byrne as well, which is quite nice in the. Got some great artwork again. The artwork is superb. You've got the older man, and this is pretty dramatic as well. You've got these 2 characters just going to the door. Yeah, typical standard. Oops, I better turn away from that page because that's a bit of a... You also got a lot of appearances by other characters from the new universe as well. You got Spitfire as well. It's quite nice. And you got this other character that turns up, a sort of witness character, which is quite nice because witness character. Now I don't know if it's the witness in the sense of the one that was back in the Timely comics. There was back in Timely comics back in the 50s. Atlas Timely. There was a witness character. You've also got lots of quite often mentions of things like ghosts and then sins of the father. So you got, and I love the way it's called the Star Brand as well. That was another big change. So you got, I'll say, glowing baby. There's actually great scenes with this baby that keeps turning up. And where is it? Just quite a lot of headshots like that of this glow, which would be quite something having suddenly a big baby sort of popping up in the sky. Various characters. Anyway, that's connected with some other characters, and don't want to spoil because there's a major event in this book that I do not want to mention in the slightest, even though it's actually written on the back in the synopsis of the back. But I just don't. There's some pretty gruesome scenes in here as well. There's like obviously some strange things that connected. Everything comes to this a big, massive event that happens. Now, the artwork does change all over the place. This is Pit Play, this one's Star. And you've got, now I don't know who, writer and breakdowns, John Byrne, finishers, Chris Ivey. That's probably why it's complete. You can still see it looks like John Byrne's work. We've got John Byrne's work there, Pit Play. And colourists, letterers, etc., etc. Let There Be Life. So you can really see the change in style. You can actually see that in the book as well, because you can see there, that middle, the artwork sort of goes to the edge instead of just the usual white sort of around it quite often. I quite like that actually in books. It's quite nice when you see sort of bits of the story, slight changes in terms of the pages. But you've also got this character, which is really, really good. Can I put that bit? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, can't show that. Oh. It's always a tricky bit just showing. Anyway, here he is. This character here. Got the guy sitting there. Just down in that corner. And now, very unusual character that turns up. It's quite a good character. So it's quite nice, the storyline. And you've also got lots of other characters from the new universe as well. Now, I don't know who this is because I haven't got any of their books. DP7. So this is Target. Obviously the White House here, and you've got We the People. The character turns up there, and again, is this? Don't know. The artwork does change quite dramatic in places, but you've got obviously this set of characters, and then all the way through, and it does come to a nice, if not somewhat slightly confusing finale. I have to say, the last book, I think they threw the kitchen sink finale. They even called it finale. Yeah. Finale! Can't beat finale story. At least it did round the story off in a particular way, if not somewhat slightly, you know what, I have no idea, but still, why not? It was good. A good finish to the storyline, and then a really quite a nice one here. This was quite a good one. Published on 20th anniversary of the new universe debut. This one-shot tells a all-new story set between Star Brand 10 and 11. So you got Star Brand there, obviously the character there. And I really like this one. This is nice. Pity they didn't do a few more. This is Jeff Parker. I really love Jeff Parker's work. So, and Javier Pulido. And it's a very unusual story of this, like alternate universe ones. There's quite a lot of the show talking about the alternate universe, and this time, for the first time, our standard Marvel universe gets a mention as well. So it's sort of, but the artwork is absolutely great in this. Thoroughly enjoyed this story. Probably my favourite story of the book, actually, the last one. How weird. But overall, I did enjoy the whole of Star Brand, but it was an up, down, all over the place, really kitchen sink, everything thrown in story. It's not one that was like the first volume. I was not expecting this. This was quite a radical change, but it's still I'm suppose not surprised. John Byrne, he really did throw it all into the mix. And you've got some great bonus material, but I love this one. You've got a Hembeck story. I love Hembeck. Hembeck stories are always great. I don't know if this is in the Hembeck collection. I assume there's a lovely Hembeck book that's, I guess this one might be in this. You've got some The Star Brand. And also you've got here at the back, subscribe now or it'll blow up your, well, and you've got Star Brand, Force, DP7 and Justice, obviously special deals there. And also Ken Connell Goes Public. And then you've got some lovely pictures there. I can't show that, can't show that. And at the back, you've got this lovely bit of inked page there. Always good to have a few bits of bonus material. Well, thoroughly enjoyed this story, even if it was, like I say, somewhat confusing at places. And yeah, totally recommended. I'm looking forward to read. Next one is Night Mask and maybe the probably the DP ones. I've actually got the Force. I've got that all in comics. Just going on the web and suddenly I saw this. I thought, wow, someone was offering all of the Force comics for relatively reasonably priced. And I thought, yes, get that. So I'll be looking forward to read all 32 of the comics, plus the annual, plus the Untold Tale or whatever it is that's afterwards. So that's was good. So there's quite a few bits of the new universe I will be exploring. Star Brand, Volume 2 from Marvel Comics. Very, very, very enjoyable.